Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the Mused Mindset podcast. I'm your host, Kay DeVay, and welcome to my first episode, everybody. I'm so excited to share some inspirational, positive messages with you that you can truly implement into your life's routine. Everything that we speak about is an extra layer of support for you to really live your best life, a life of intention. That's the most important part. So much of the time we're just living our life in this daze, if you will, not really paying attention to how we're doing it. So now we learn to live life on purpose, right? I know that that's something that I'm truly mastering each and every day, and I want to offer you that same support. As a life coach, that's my job, to really help you reach your goals. And it often starts deep within our core, within our souls. If we start living life different and change our mindset, our whole world around us changes. So for today's episode, we are going to be talking about something that's really trending right now, and that's how to move in silence. I have 10 key ways, might I add unique ways, that you can do this. So let's get right into it. I would like to first offer you a new perspective. All of these tips will help you to have that. Number 1, realize that your life is not an open book. As an adult, you have an innate right to privacy. And respecting your right to privacy allows you to realize that you're not under obligation to announce your decisions to the world. Your decisions are not up for discussion, and you owe no one an explanation. The more you learn about yourself and develop confidence, the easier this decision will be to learn. It's so hard for us, we're conditioned in the society and with our families and our upbringing that we literally have to be spilling out every little thing that happens to us, especially in the world of social media. In social media, everything is seen and heard. And oftentimes it's as if we don't have a right to keep some things to ourselves. So really sitting with that idea and allowing yourself to know, hey, it's okay. It's even normal to keep some things to yourself, and that as an adult, you have a right to privacy. So that's my number 1 tip for you. Your life is not an open book. Let's move on to the number 2 point. Practice meditating on your message. So what I mean by that is to learn to sit in your silence and ascertain, what does your life say about you? Have a clear vision about what aspects of your life are beneficial to share and what is best to keep private. Really learn to speak less to people. And if you're a religious person, take that time and meditate and speak to God instead. Train yourself to listen to your own inner voice and intuition when making decisions. If you really work on honing in on your own intuition and listening to your own inner voice, you won't really seek outside opinions as much. And that's something that I had to learn over the years, and it's truly been proving beneficial in my life today. So I would encourage you to do the same. In the silence of meditation, you allow yourself to find the answers from within without being clouded by society's mantra of assimilating, aka the conditioning that we all receive in our families and in the world around us, that everything is it's as if we owe other people the private things, the private moments in our life, and we don't. So sit with that. Number 3, know your why. Ask yourself why you feel the need to make individuals privy to your personal life, your personal goals, and personal decisions anyway. In the first place, is there a benefit to this person knowing your why, when, how, and what? Think about it, guys. What is the reason behind your confessional? Are you being conditioned or passively aggressively or even overtly manipulated to give up information about certain aspects in your life? Or are you a person that gets a high off divulging your life from a place of ego or bragging? If that's you, on the other side of the corner, you really need to look at your reasons why. I think the main reason why we get stuck is because we're stuck in a pattern of limiting beliefs. These beliefs are keeping you stuck in a rut of feeling unworthy of privacy. Again, ask yourself why. Are you divulging from a place of insecurities? Do you feel unsure or indecisive in living your life to the fullest and succeeding in making wise decisions? Allow yourself the space to make decisions for yourself and on your own terms. Allow yourself grace and mercy to realize that you may not always make the right decision. That's a very, very true possibility. You're going to make mistakes, guys, and it's okay. It's the part of the journey of being human and learning how to live life. So allow yourself to experience outcomes in silence that give you the flexibility to learn in a no judgment zone, guys. Not everyone is your friend. So revealing too much opens your life to the sabotage found in other people's opinions and energies. And we really don't have time for that in this day and age. We've got so much going on. It's so hard to hear in the noise clouding us. So again, I encourage you to ask yourself these questions. Get clear on what really needs to be said and what needs to be kept quiet. My fourth tip is to practice the fundamentals of minimalism in revealing your message. In minimalism, we really learn to place intentional value on everything we own. Well, think about it this way, guys. You own your voice. You own your inner voice. And you need to allow yourself the time and space to recognize what that really sounds like, and what you reveal about your life is a direct correlation to what others will perceive about you. In some respects, your words become your representative. So over time, your words are a large part of what will become your reputation. What are you revealing about yourself? Again, ask yourself these questions. What is this saying about your value systems and beliefs when you say things about your life? Take the time to speak before you act. In what you say, what is it saying about you? That's an important message I want to convey. We have to remember to be patient with ourselves when answering questions or allowing certain aspects of our lives to be revealed to others, because everything we say is something it's revealing about us, and do we really want that information out there? So allow yourself the patient mindset to wait before speaking. Because once you say it, are you okay with the message that portrays about you? Okay, so let's go to number 5. Silence is a way to advocate to yourself your own need to be respected, and that access to your life has to be earned. Remember that. It has to be earned, guys. You don't owe anyone an explanation. So know the difference between being secretive and being shrewd. A wise man, we've all heard this saying, a wise man once said, think before you speak, because what you say cannot be unsaid. So learn to live by those priceless words of wisdom, as I have. Number 6, learn to harness your intuitive side in deciding who is worthy to know aspects of your life. Observe who you plan to divulge life details to. You really want to get used to seeing who you're around and seeing what type of character these people have. Are they a gossiper? Do they keep confidentiality in relationships? Do they use your words or mistakes as a weapon against you? Are they even a person of high value in your life whose reaction to your decisions you'll let influence how you live? These are important questions to ask, because certain types of people just really don't need that information. It's fuel to the fire that they could use against you. So consider certain people in your life, mentors. People that have a mentor space in your life, or someone you hold dear and trustworthy, such as grandparents, parents, or a trusted friend. Those are people that you should consider your tribe and counsel. So therefore, they would be people that it's okay to talk to because you value their opinion. So I'd encourage you all to make a list of the top handful of people in your life who have your best interests at heart and whom live their life in a way you would imitate. Character will teach you whom you can and can't trust. And if you take the time to listen to your intuition, you'll find your tribe. Number 7 is be patient. Allow yourself the space needed to evaluate if a certain path or decision is what you're living as truth, or if you're just testing the waters. Allow yourself that time, because right now when you're making decisions in your life, you don't know if it's going to have a level of permanency. It may just be something you're doing right now. So you really need to allow yourself time to test the waters for any given situation in your life before you just go blurting that information out to others and will eventually have to retract. Allow yourself to learn from the decision and decide if that aspect of your life will have a level of permanency again before you divulge something, like I said, that at a later date you'll need to be changed or omitted entirely out of your life. My 8th point to you guys is your life is your project. So allow situations again to play out so that you can define your wins and losses, so you can define your strengths and weaknesses in any given situation you approach in life. You allow yourself the time. Every decision we make is like a draft. We don't know if it's the final version. So again, I want to re-emphasize the importance of allowing yourself the time and space to see if these will be permanent layers in your life worth even sharing. Okay, guys. Point number 9 is think like an introvert, but feel like an extrovert. Remember that taking the time to be introspective in the beginning of a certain phase of your decision-making process will allow you to grow out that goal or accomplishment. And on the flip side, really kind of have a role reversal and imagine yourself telling people your business. People in your life at work or maybe at school or even relatives. Imagine yourself telling these individuals and notice their reaction. If you take that type of approach, you'll know who is worth telling certain bits of information to. This again, it goes off the premise of thinking before you speak. Okay, so kind of do that role reversal and kind of imagine yourself telling certain people certain bits of information and what their reaction is, and that will kind of help you save yourself precious time and concern over who should have certain access to your life's decisions. And my last tip for you guys is to let your life speak for you. Number 10, let your life speak for itself. Actions speak louder than our words in every aspect of our lives. So by making the moves necessary in silence, you allow your life to speak for itself without a need to explain yourself. Some things just don't need to be said, they need to be seen. And a lot of people, especially intellectual people and analytical people, they don't even care what you say anyway. So why not let your decision speak for you? And actually, that will speak volumes. I hope that you guys like those 10 tips. And in a future episode, we will elaborate on this very subject. Thank you for joining me today on The Mused Mindset. See you again soon, loves. Bye-bye.